to today's news. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanziba Noreen. Here are the latest trending news stories from across the globe. Let's dive into today's top headlines. Biden postponed Germany and Angola trip due to Hurricane Milton. Kamala Harris proposed Medicare expansion for in-home health care. Trump and Putin's ongoing conversations exposed in new book War. Mayor Eric Adams appointed Maria Torres Springer as first deputy mayor. Former aide to Mayor Eric Adams arrested for witness tampering. Governor Hochul honored 32 fallen firefighters at a memorial ceremony. TikTok faces lawsuit from 14 states over children's mental health concerns. Hopfield and Hinton awarded 2024 Nobel Prize in Physics for AI breakthroughs. Tunisia's Kais Saied claims victory with 90.7% vote in controversial election. Historic victory for Congress in Kashmir as BJP faces major setback. Ex-Barcelona and Spain star Iniesta retires, aged 40. And Paula Badosa apologizes for racism accusations following controversial photo. You are listening to Headlines, now news in detail. President Joe Biden postponed his planned trip to Germany and Angola this week because of Hurricane Milton. He was scheduled to leave on Thursday, but he decided to stay in the US to focus on the storm's response. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre confirmed that Biden would oversee preparations for Hurricane Milton and continue managing the recovery from Hurricane Helene, which recently impacted the Southeast. Biden had planned to return to the US by October 15th after meeting with leaders in Germany and Angola. During remarks on Tuesday, Biden said he still plans to visit these countries before the end of his term. Meteorologists have warned Florida residents in affected areas to evacuate due to the storm's potential damage. FEMA Administrator Dean Criswell said they are fully prepared for Hurricane Milton. Former President Donald Trump criticized Biden for delaying his visit to areas affected by Hurricane Helene, but the administration explained they did not want to disrupt recovery efforts. Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris visited those areas shortly after the storm. Vice President Kamala Harris proposed expanding Medicare to cover long-term in-home care for more seniors. She made the announcement during her appearance on ABC's The View. Harris said this plan would especially help those in the sandwich generation who care for both their children and aging parents. Harris explained that her proposal aims to provide help for simple daily tasks like preparing meals and getting dressed. She emphasized that the program should support seniors' dignity and independence. Currently, Medicare covers up to 35 hours a week for in-home care, but only for those with severe health needs. Harris plans to broaden this coverage, although more details have yet to be released. Harris said the cost of this plan would be covered by Medicare negotiating lower drug prices with pharmaceutical companies. While her campaign has not disclosed the full cost, the Biden administration has already successfully negotiated some lower drug prices. During the interview, Harris also urged Floridians to take Hurricane Milton seriously. Many residents are still recovering from Hurricane Helene, which struck in late September. Former President Donald Trump has reportedly spoken with Russian President Vladimir Putin as many as 7 times since leaving office in 2021, according to a new book by journalist Bob Woodward. The book, titled War, is set to be released on October 15th. The book claims that Trump's relationship with Putin continued as he prepared for another run for the White House, even as the war in Ukraine raged on. One incident describes Trump asking an aide to leave his office earlier this year so he could speak privately with Putin by phone. Trump's campaign has not responded to the claims, but his spokesperson called Woodward's book made up stories. Senator J.D. Vance, Trump's running mate, dismissed the claims, saying there is nothing wrong with speaking to world leaders. Trump has repeatedly said he could end the war in Ukraine if he is re-elected. The book also discussed Trump's past actions, including sending COVID-19 testing supplies to Russia during the pandemic. These revelations come as Trump campaigns for the 2024 presidential election against Vice President Kamala Harris, with U.S. support for Ukraine likely being a major issue. Mayor Eric Adams announced the appointment of Maria Theresa Springer as the new first deputy mayor of New York City. Previously serving as deputy mayor for housing, economic development, and workforce, Theresa Springer will now oversee a broader portfolio, providing strategic direction and operational oversight for the city. Theresa Springer steps into this role following the departure of Sheena Wright, who played a vital part in addressing gun violence and improving the city's budget. Theresa Springer has a proven track record, having successfully led recovery efforts from the COVID-19 pandemic, helped create nearly 1 million jobs, and advanced housing initiatives. Mayor Adams expressed confidence in Theresa Springer's experience, stating, "Her more than 20 years of leadership will benefit our administration and New Yorkers." In her new role, Theresa Springer aims to address the city's housing crisis and expand access to jobs, emphasizing the importance of collaboration across city departments. I am grateful for this opportunity and look forward to working alongside our dedicated public servants to move New York City forward, Theresa Springer said. Her leadership will be crucial as the city tackles ongoing challenges and strives for an equitable future. We'll be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. A former aide to New York Mayor Eric Adams was arrested on charges of witness tampering and destroying evidence linked to a federal investigation. Mohammed Bahi, who previously managed Adams' Community Affairs Office, had already resigned before the charges were filed. Bahi, 40 years old, allegedly instructed witnesses to lie to federal investigators about a December 2020 fundraiser for Adams' successful mayoral campaign. He reported a deleted Signal, an encrypted messaging app used to communicate with the mayor upon learning that the FBI was investigating him. Federal prosecutors are examining at least three corruption cases involving Adams and his staff. In September, Adams was charged with 5 counts of public corruption, including bribery and campaign finance violations. He has pleaded not guilty and insists he did nothing wrong. The ongoing investigation has raised concerns about Adams' ability to lead the city while preparing for re-election. New York Governor Kathy Hochul, who could remove Adams from office, has not called for his resignation. However, she advised him to regain New Yorkers' trust and clean house amidst the unfolding scandal. New York Governor Kathy Hochul honored 32 fallen firefighters at the 27th annual New York State Fallen Firefighters Memorial Ceremony in Albany. This event paid tribute to 2,692 firefighters who lost their lives in the line of duty and celebrated those who continue to protect communities across the state. Governor Hochul stated these courageous firefighters dedicated their lives to protecting others. Their names will forever be on the memorial wall, symbolizing bravery and sacrifice. She also declared October 8 as Firefighter Appreciation Day and the week of October 7 to 11 as Fire Prevention Week. Lieutenant Governor Antonio Delgado emphasized the importance of honoring these heroes, noting they faced challenges most of us cannot imagine. We owe them gratitude for their service. State Fire Administrator James Cable highlighted that some of those honored suffered illnesses related to the September 11 attacks. The ceremony recognized the families and friends of the fallen, offering support for their loss. The Office of Fire Prevention and Control aims to advance public safety through training and education for firefighters and emergency responders, ensuring the well-being of New Yorkers. TikTok was sued by 14 state attorneys general who claimed the app is harming children's mental health. The lawsuit alleged that TikTok misled the public about its safety, contributing to injuries and even fatalities linked to viral challenges on the platform. The attorneys general stated that TikTok's addictive features, such as autoplay videos and disruptive notifications, negatively affected children's sleep and overall well-being. They argued these features kept users engaged for long periods, further exacerbating mental health issues. In response, a TikTok spokesperson expressed disagreement with the claims, asserting that the company has implemented several safety measures, including default screen time limits for minors and proactive efforts to remove underage users. This lawsuit adds to TikTok's ongoing challenges, including a potential ban in the U.S. stemming from a law signed by President Biden. The law requires TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, to either sell the business or face a ban in the country. Additionally, TikTok is under scrutiny for privacy concerns affecting young users and their well-being. Now it's time for global updates. American scientist John Hopfield and British Canadian Geoffrey Hinton were awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics for their groundbreaking work in artificial intelligence. The Nobel Committee recognized them for foundational discoveries and inventions that enable machine learning with artificial neural networks. Hopfield, a professor at Princeton University, was acknowledged for creating a method that can store and reconstruct images and various data patterns. Meanwhile, 76-year-old Hinton, a professor at the University of Toronto, was celebrated for developing a technique that autonomously identifies features in data, allowing for tasks like recognizing elements in images. During a phone interview following the announcement in Stockholm, Hinton expressed his surprise, stating, "I am flabbergasted. I had no idea that could happen." The Nobel winners will receive their diploma, gold medal, and a $1 million prize from King Carl XVI Gustav on December 10, the anniversary of Alfred Nobel's death. We'll be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. You are watching latest global updates. Kais Saied, Tunisia's president, won a second 5-year term with an overwhelming 90.7% of the vote in Sunday's election. However, the election saw one of the lowest voter turnouts in Tunisia's history, with only 27.7% of eligible voters participating, according to the Independent High Authority for Elections. Ayachi Zamil, who is currently detained and serving a 12-year sentence for alleged document forgery, received 7.4% of the vote. Said's victory came after ISI disqualified more than a dozen candidates, limiting the election to just 3 contenders. Despite the higher turnout compared to the 11% in the December local elections, many observers noted that this low participation reflected widespread discontent among Tunisians as the country shifts towards authoritarianism. This is a continuation of the revolution, Said stated during a celebratory broadcast, promising to eliminate corruption and betrayal. Since assuming office in 2019, Said has suspended parliament and gained extensive powers through a referendum. Numerous opposition figures remain imprisoned, raising concerns about human rights and political freedoms in Tunisia. The Indian Prime Minister's hopes of expanding his party's influence in Kashmir were dashed on October 8th. Results showed that the opposition Congress Party, along with its ally, the Jammu and Kashmir National Conference, won a decisive victory in local elections. This marked the first election since the national government revoked Kashmir's autonomy in 2019. The Congress JKNC alliance secured 48 seats, achieving a comfortable majority, while the Bharatiya Janata Party BJP managed only 29 seats. The elections, which had not taken place for a decade, recorded a voter turnout of 64%, indicating a strong desire for political expression among Kashmiris. Omar Abdullah, leader of the JKNC, expressed hope for restoring statehood to Kashmir and stated democracy has prevailed in Jammu and Kashmir after a long time. He added that the BJP's attempts to weaken the opposition had backfired. Despite the setback in Kashmir, the BJP remained optimistic about its performance in Hindu-majority areas and maintained control in Haryana. This election results underscored the shifting political landscape in the region as Kashmiris seek a voice after years of suppression. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. Former Barcelona midfielder Andres Iniesta announced his retirement from football on Tuesday at the age of 40. Iniesta, who was part of the legendary Spain team that won 2 European Championships and the 2010 World Cup, expressed his emotions at a news conference in Barcelona. Being on the pitch is over, he said, clearly moved. Iniesta emphasized his deep connection to football, stating, "I can't stay away from football. It's my life and will continue to be my life." He shared his plans to pursue a coaching diploma, marking the next step in his career. I will try to come back and do a great job, but it won't be running after the ball, but from another place, he added. Iniesta began his journey at Barcelona's renowned La Masia Academy, debuting for the first team in 2002 at just 18. Over 16 years, he became a key player, winning 9 La Liga titles and 4 Champions League titles. His most memorable moment was scoring the winning goal in the 2010 World Cup final against the Netherlands. After leaving Barcelona in 2018, Iniesta played 5 seasons with Japan's Vissel Kobe and one final season with Emirates in the UAE. Spanish tennis star Paula Badosa apologized on Tuesday after facing accusations of racism over a photo shared by her coach during their time in China. The controversy began when Badosa's coach Paul Toledo posted a photo on Instagram showing her pulling her eyes back with chopsticks. This photo was uploaded after Badosa's defeat in the semifinals on the China Open. The image sparked a wave of criticism, with many commenters accusing Badosa of racist behavior. In response, the 26-year-old former world number 2 urged her followers not to misinterpret the photo. We weren't even imitating Asian people, she wrote, explaining that it was meant to be playful. She added, I love Asia and have plenty of Asian friends. They are the kindest. Following the backlash, Toledo deleted the photo from his account. Before her appearance at the Wuhan Open, Badosa took to social media to express her regret. Really sorry, I didn't know this was offensive or towards racism. She wrote, My mistake, I take full responsibility. Badosa hoped that people would understand and stated that she would learn from her error. We'll be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 19,435.03. The NYSE Composite is increased by 2.73 points or 0.01%. Tokyo stock close price is 38,937.54. The Nikkei 225 index is decreased by 395.20 points or 1.00%. Shanghai stock close price is 3,489.78. The Shanghai index is increased by 153.28 points or 4.59%. Hong Kong stock close price is 20,926.79. The Hang Seng index is decreased by 2,172.99 points or 9.41%. Bombay stock close price is 81,634.81. The Sensex index is increased by 584.81 points or 0.72%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. Biden postponed Germany and Angola trip due to Hurricane Milton. Kamala Harris proposed Medicare expansion for in-home health care. Trump and Putin's ongoing conversations exposed in new book War. Mayor Eric Adams appointed Maria Torres Springer as first deputy mayor. Former aide to Mayor Eric Adams arrested for witness tampering. Governor Hochul honored 32 fallen firefighters at a memorial ceremony. TikTok faces lawsuit from 14 states over children's mental health concerns. Hopfield and Hinton awarded 2024 Nobel Prize in Physics for AI breakthroughs. Tunisia's Kais Saied claims victory with 90.7% vote in controversial election. Historic victory for Congress in Kashmir as BJP faces major setback. Ex-Barcelona and Spain star Iniesta retires, aged 40. And Paula Badosa apologizes for racism accusations following controversial photo. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jagu TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jagu BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.